This is not just a war in Ukraine. This is a fight for the values the free world was built on. And I will prove it to you. But before we go into it, I just want to say, please subscribe to Uncovered Ukraine. This channel exists to share the truth from the ground, and your support means everything. And don't hold back in the comments. Tell me what's on your mind, what worries you, what you want to know more about. I see every message and I'm really grateful you're here. Maybe you heard about the war in Ukraine and thought, it's far away. Maybe you asked, why should I care? I understand that. The world is full of problems. But this war is different. It's not just about borders. It's not just about Ukraine. This war is a turning point, a moment when the world must decide. Do we still believe in freedom, dignity and justice? Or do we surrender to violence, fear and silence? Ukraine is not only defending its land. It's defending the idea that every nation has a right to exist, to speak its language, to choose its future, to live without fear. In the territories occupied by Russia, Ukrainian language is banned in schools. Children are forced to learn a history that denies their own. Over 20,000 Ukrainian children have been taken to Russia, given new names, new families, taught to forget who they are. That's not just war. That's cultural erasure. And if we allow this to happen, who's next? Taiwan? The Baltic states? Or maybe your country? Supporting Ukraine means standing up for the belief that no nation, no matter how small, should be erased. Let's talk about the reality, about money, about food. Ukraine is one of the world's top grain exporters. When Russia bombs our ports or blocks the sea, millions go hungry. In 2023, after a Russian missile hit the port of Odessa, wheat prices spiked across the world. In Somalia, the price of bread doubled. In Lebanon, people waited in long lines to feed their families. But it's not just about food. Russia's war has triggered an energy crisis. In 2022, gas prices in Europe skyrocketed. Inflation hit American households. And you felt it. At the gas pump, at the grocery store. This war shows how connected we are. If a dictator bombs one country, we all feel the shockwaves. Here is the truth no one wants to admit. If we don't stop aggression now, it will spread. In 2014, Russia invaded Crimea. The world responded with hesitation. And soon after, Russia shut down Malaysia Airlines flight MH17. 298 innocent people died, including Americans and Europeans. They were not soldiers. They were just flying across the sky. This war makes the world more dangerous for everyone. Russia now occupies the largest nuclear plant in Europe. One mistake, one shell, and the consequences will be felt far beyond Ukraine. If we don't stop them now, who will stop them later? And there is something we rarely talk about, but we should. The environment. Ukraine is now one of the most polluted war zones in the world. Missile strikes release toxic chemicals. Forests burn. Water is poisoned. In 2023, Russia destroyed the Kakhovka Dam. Entire ecosystems collapsed. The Black Sea was polluted with oil, waste and chemicals. Birds died, fish vanished. Toxic mud flooded into international waters. Climate change is already a global threat, but war makes it worse. And environmental destruction doesn't stop at borders. It flows in rivers. It rides the wind. It reaches you. Another reason why the world must help Ukraine win this war is the human cost of displacement. Millions of Ukrainians have been forced to flee their homes, not because they wanted to move abroad, but because Russian missiles destroyed their cities, their schools, their homes. They didn't choose to become refugees. War pushed them out. These people, men, women, children, now live across Europe, in Poland, Germany, France, the UK. They want to live in Ukraine. They want to raise their children in their homeland, rebuild their towns and contribute to their own country. But they can't, because Russian aggression makes it unsafe to return. And now in some countries, people start saying, Ukrainians took our jobs. They make salaries lower. They use our public services. But what is the real solution? The real solution is to give these people a chance to go home. Help Ukraine defend its land so people don't have to leave it. Ukrainians are not here to take. They are here to survive. But if the war ends in justice and peace, they will go back and rebuild. Some people say, we are tired of this war. We are tired too. We are living it every single day. But fatigue is not an excuse to ignore injustice, because this is not just Ukraine's war. This is a war for the soul of the modern world, for every person who believes in freedom, for every child who deserves peace, for every nation that wants to choose its own future. So if Ukraine falls, we are all lose. But if Ukraine stands, freedom wins. If this video hit you, like it, share it and help more people see what's really going on. And don't forget to subscribe to Uncovered Ukraine for more real updates straight from the ground.